Hi, welcome to Mimi Sparkling Diamonds. Today we have an exciting video going. We have another finish and review. This is my diamond painting I've been working on in my rotation. It's the medium diamond painting and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So if you're new here, I do finish and reviews, I do whipping chats, I do kitten chats, I do unboxings, all kind of cool diamond painting stuff. And I'm happy to be finished with this canvas. It's been a whip for a little bit and I'm happy to share it with you guys. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I really appreciate your continued support, and I love the comments and everything people's been leaving on my videos lately. So you guys, let's get right into it. It is, the time of day is, it's 6:30 in the evening, so I have my dining room light on and we're looking at, on my dining room table, which we don't really eat here, by the way. We have TV trays. It's just my husband and I and our cats. So this table just sits here for when our grandbaby comes over or whatever. But anyway, this is, what kit is this? Let's take a look because it is really cute. This is Time to Chill by Shauna Stewart and Dreamer Designs. I showed this in my whip and chat, or whip parade chat yesterday, and I only had this section left right here where the cat's glasses are and kind of down towards the drink or whatever. But anyway, this is Time to Chill, so I was able to finish this. I did not quite get it finished last night like I had planned. I actually finished it this afternoon as soon as I got home from work. I came in and finished it up. I did work on it last night, but the only thing I didn't get finished was the black inside the glasses there. But I just finished that. I rolled it. And I've been home for a few minutes and I made sure I rubbed my hand over it, and we'll talk about that in a minute but in the meanwhile, let me give you some stats. This is Time to Chill by Shauna Stewart and Dreamer Designs. So this is a 50 by 40. This is from their overseas collection. It's a full drill canvas. It is square. It had 6 specials, 55 colors, 3 ABs, 3 crystals. I started this on 8/1 for the Paws and Claws, or Claws and Paws 2025 event. This one has crystals and ABs, which the crystals are beautiful. But I have some thoughts on that too. I just finished this today, so I need to write in there, which I moved my stuff, so I need to write in there that I finished it just today, so 10/16. It is a Dreamer Designs. This is my first official Dreamer Designs completion. I own 6 or 7 Dreamer Designs canvases, but this is the first one I've ever completed. The crystals and ABs are beautiful. Yes, they are. Grid is super tight. This is notes that I wrote months ago. Love the bright colors. Event, Claws and Paws. And so, here's the original artwork so you guys can see that. It's cute. But not as bright as the painting. Look how bright that is. So it's really cute. Even online, I mean, it's got some bright colors in it, but you can't get the effects of the crystals and all that when you're just looking at the original art. So I have a lot of thoughts about this. The canvas material is very nice, and you guys, this sparkles and shines like water. I mean, it is square, so it looks wet to me, but the crystals in this are beautiful. So the crystals that are in it are this red, this yellowy color, and the clear. So there's 3 crystal colors. It's this yellow, the red, and the clear. The ABs that are in it are this kind of peachy color, this kind of cream color, and I can't remember the other one. There's 3 ABs, so let me just take a stare. And there's a pink one. It's kind of pinkish. It's in a few of the... We didn't have a lot of that one, so give me just 1 second. They're up here in this flower. Let me bring this up so you guys can see. Sorry if I'm making y'all sick. But right there, you can see that AB right here, up here. And it's a few other places in the canvas, but we didn't have a lot of that one. You can see the crystal and you can see the ABs up close. And then you can see the crystals and the cats. And you can see the crystals in the cups and the straw. That big old patch down there. The crystals inside the orange, which are red. The ABs around the glasses here, you can see that, and the clear crystals. And then you can see the crystals in this kitty and some of the crystals and ABs in that lime. So the canvas material is very nice. This is a very nice canvas from Dreamer Designs. I loved all the bright colors in this. This is so pretty with all the bright colors. This was very confetti heavy. Now, I like confetti, okay, and I did not think there was unnecessary confetti, maybe a little bit here, but these are plants, like some kind of palms and flowers and all that, so I really expected there to be confetti there. Also, the size point, it's not that big, and mainly the cats are the focal point, and but there was a lot of confetti here. Now, I had some trash in the drills, not bad. The most trashy of the drills were the crystals, and then the second trashiest was the ABs. Believe it or not, I did not find any trash inside the 310 that is right here, this color and the glasses. And there was minimal trash as far as the regular drills are concerned. A few that had a little pin pricks in them, or they were kind of bowed up a little bit or something, but overall, I mean, it wasn't bad. And actually the crystals and the ABs weren't that bad, but they were more trashy than the regular drills. My only gripe with this is the grid is post October of last year. So most people know that Dreamer Designs had an issue with their prior square grids being gappy. So people were complaining that the grid was really gappy. Well, they took that and they tightened the grid. And when they did, they tightened it so tight that I almost couldn't place the drills down on this. So as I started down here and I worked across, and I'm right-handed, so I worked across, and I noticed that in the sections, I washi tape these sections. Now, when you guys see me working in progress, if y'all watch my shorts or anything, you're gonna see that my sections are not quote unquote measured out. I just eyeball it. I'm not gonna take the time and measure and all that. To me, that's a waste of time. I can just eyeball it. They don't have to be perfect. I mean, this is diamond painting. It's a hobby. Anyway, so when I started down here in this section here, I immediately noticed when I got to where I had to place the crystals that they were a little bit fussy. And so I learned that this grid was so tight. By the time I got to the end of this like row right here, I realized that the next section, the next row that I did, I was going to have to place the crystals and the ABs first, then place the other drills. And I still am telling you guys, this grid is super tight. Now my placement, I'm not perfect, okay, and I don't claim to be, but this had a lot of areas that wanted to pop up, and I had to constantly go back, and you see me rubbing my hand over. And there's still a couple places that have, are raised a little bit, and I went through and rolled and pushed down and bared down as hard as I can on this and everything. And I'm just telling you guys, it's super, super tight. So if you do this, if you have this in your stash and you do this canvas, my advice is to go through it, and when you section your sections or whatever, make sure that you place the crystals and the ABs first, and then go back and fill in with the regular drills. That would be my advice. But overall, I really enjoyed this canvas. I think it's really cute. I love cats. I have 3 cats. And this is just so cute. And I did it for Claws and Paws. I enjoyed that event. That was such a fun event to be a part of. And it was my first time joining in the event. And I really, really enjoyed that. That was such a fun time. And so I didn't complete it during Claws and Paws. This was in my rotation. So what I've been doing is I've been having a large, medium, and small canvas going in rotation. So I had my big square that I was working on at the time was Medusa. I completed her, and then I went right back into another large square, which is in my current whip rotation, and it is a old-fashioned dragon from Diamond Art Club, and it is a big square. So I had that square, this square, and then I had one round that was the hummingbird, which I finished, and then also Drills and Chills came up. So I had a small canvas for that was also a round. So I had, at one point I had 2 squares and 2 rounds going. And but anyway, I really had a good time with this one. It was more confetti heavy than I originally expected. I don't think there's any unnecessary confetti. Another concern that I had that I'm kind of now like I'm good with, I was concerned about the crystals because I hadn't worked a lot with crystals. And I love ABs, they're my favorite special drill. But sometimes Dreamer Designs, some of the finishes I've seen from other people and other creators, they like to use their crystals, and sometimes, in my opinion, strictly my opinion, they overuse the crystal. The crystal drill is beautiful if it's charted right. If it's not charted right, then it can be overbearing. Same way with ABs. They can be overbearing if they're not charted correctly. So I was a little bit concerned with the crystal in the cats. I wasn't really concerned about the glasses because that's fitting, but like this area in the cat above the nose, the whiskers in this. You know, but it ain't too bad. When you stand back and look at it, I mean, it's not too bad. To me, it doesn't take away from it or anything. I mean, the original art has like a cream color there. And so, but this is super, super bright, super cheery. I love this. It's beautiful. It shines beautiful. Whoops, sorry, I hit the camera. It shines beautiful, and the crystals are beautiful in it. So, I'm happy with the way it turned out. I highly recommend. I will say that it took me forever to get these. I ordered this one and another one in the same shipment, and it took me, I know, the good part of 2 or 3 months to get these, and this was before the tariffs. So, you know, I don't know what the deal is. I was getting really agitated. I mean, I understand things are going on in the world, but just be aware that if you order something from the overseas collection, you're going to be waiting a while. So don't think you're going to order something today and do it for Christmas, because you're not. Because you're not going to get it in time. If you order from the overseas collection, it is going to take a while. So, but I finally got them in, and I decided I would do this one for the Paws and Claws. It was perfect. And I really had a good experience with Dreamer Designs, other than their grid is super tight. So there's no gapping. And if there is, it's because of my placement, not because of their grid. But overall, it was a positive experience. I do have some other Dreamer Designs. I have some older ones pre-October of last year. And if there's gapping, there's gapping. I'm not going to throw fit and cry and all that. But this is square, and it did, like I said, it is challenging when you have a square canvas that, let me see if I lost a drill. Sorry, y'all. You have a square canvas that you're trying to work with, that the grid is super, super tight. And so it is more challenging, you know, presents a different type of challenge, I guess. And I don't see any missing ones, because there's a drill in my hand, but maybe it's from earlier when I was working with it. I don't work on this table. I work in my spare bedroom, but this is the best place in my house to film because it's the big space. But anyway, overall, guys, I really enjoyed it. So I highly recommend, but just make sure that you have ample time when you order something from the overseas collection, that you have ample time to receive it, 2 to 3 months. I don't know if things have changed, if they've gotten any better, but it literally took 2 to 3 months for me to get it. Let me see. I have a little spreadsheet here, and it should tell me exactly. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it felt like forever. And you know, I understand people have, you know, they have shipping times and this and that, but I was just like, man, am I ever going to get it or not? So according to this, I ordered these on maybe it didn't take that long. Maybe like 2 weeks. Or almost 3 weeks, actually. I ordered them on the 23rd, and I think I finally received them on the 9th of May. So to me, I mean, because I'm used to Diamond Art Club. But again, with now that things are really going on in the world, I don't know what to tell you about the transit time. But 2 weeks to me was a long time, considering, you know, DAC is, I typically have my shipments within a week, even with the things that are going on in the world. So, you know, the tariffs and all that. So I'm just saying, if I were you, I would err on the side of caution. If I ordered something from overseas, it would not be for something that I needed right away, because chances are there's going to be some shipping delay or something, and then you're not going to have it in time, especially if you're trying to do an event with it or whatever. So if you like something on the overseas collection, just bear in mind that it may take longer than it would if you were ordering from their US collection. But they have a lot of good stuff and good canvases on their overseas collection, and I was really shocked. And this is pretty much a basic size that they have on there. I think, I can't remember if you could choose your drill shape on the overseas collection, but I chose squares for this one, and I think I chose squares if I was able to choose. I think the other one is square as well that I chose. So but I haven't done her yet. So but yes, I can't remember for sure because it's been a while. But yes, she's square too. The other canvas is square. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I do highly recommend. I was highly impressed with Dreamer Designs. They have a very nice canvas material. The glue was good. The stick was good. Again, the grid is real tight. So if you like a real tight grid and you don't want any gapping, well, here you go. They fixed you up. But really cute. I'm very happy with the finish. Probably one of my favorite finishes of the year. And I'm happy that I was able to do it. And again, highly recommend. Just be aware, if you order from the overseas, you might be waiting longer than you would if it was domestic. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this finish and review. I hope it was helpful. I do believe this is still available on Dreamer Designs website on their overseas collection. So when you have a moment, go over there and take the time to look at what they have. And if you like this one, it's really cute, and it's a really cute finish. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. I'm gonna go ahead and leave y'all, and I hope you guys, if y'all like this finish and review, please give me a thumbs up on my video. That really helps the channel and helps me and helps YouTube to get the video out there. Also, on your way out, if you want to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do upload another video. Also, if you guys will share my video with others that you think might enjoy it, friends, family, whomever that you think could look at this and maybe make an educated decision on whether they want to buy this canvas or another one from Dreamer Designs and enjoy diamond painting. So thank y'all so much again for taking the time out to join me at Mimi's Sparkling Diamonds, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.